Be sure to watch this video if you are planning to buy goods in Russia, such as minerals, natural resources, iron, aluminium, cereals and other goods. My name is Vasily Tarasenko, I'm a Russian attorney, and in this video I will tell you how to avoid falling victim to scams when buying goods in Russia. For more than 10 years I have been providing foreign businessmen with services to check Russian counterparties before entering into international contracts, and in 98% of cases we detect attempted frauds. Top 3 natural resources sales scams to lure victims. Scammers usually make a duplicate of the original website of some manufacturer, for example Gazprom, indicate their contact information and bank details on it. You may enter into an agreement thinking that you did it with the real company, but you will pay money to another account. Moreover, on the websites of original petroleum product suppliers, you can even find lists of such fake sites, which are periodically identified by the security services of the original manufacturers. Second example from my practice. Scammers buy, for example, a real company with a website with its history and official reporting that used to resell petroleum products but has now gone bankrupt. And on behalf of this company, they officially conclude a contract with you. Thus, you will find the company has good performance, but then you will pay the money, the contract simply will not be fulfilled. Third example. Scammers simply create a new website for a trading company promising favorable conditions and affordable prices for goods. When you pay money, you don't receive the goods. Note that in most of cases scammers were not even Russian citizens. I draw these conclusions because the documents in Russian that we receive for due diligence verification sometimes contain complete nonsense. For example, words with grammatical errors, incoherent text, and reference to the organization that don't exist in Russia. Moreover, in my practice there was a case where on a contract supposedly from Gazprom, there was a seal with the inscription instead of the name sample seal. That is, the scammers took some kind of stamp from the internet in Cyrillic and inserted it to the document without even understanding what was written on it. What happens next after you have paid the money to the scammers? First is the seller simply stop communicating with you. Second, the seller provides you with fictitious documents stating that the goods have been allegedly shipped and even delivered. For example, documents stating that oil has been delivered to the port of Rotterdam. Of course, these are fake documents. 3. You may be asked more money for delivering, processing, etc. 4. I even came across a case where scammers were able to take money for a second consignment of goods by providing documents that the first consignment of goods has already been delivered and there was a port stamp. You may ask, is it possible to get money back? I can say that it's a very complicated question. The problem is that in Russia, incorporating any company costs $500 and the registration period in only 5 days. After this, you can already receive money into your account. When scammers have registered such a company and received the money from you, they immediately withdraw it or transfer it to another account. And even if you go to the court and obtain a collection decision, it is unlikely that you will be able to then enforce the decision and get your money back. Second way of scammers. Sometimes scammers provide bank accounts and ask to pay to an account in the USA or Europe. Even though it is silly to pay a Russian company into a US account, victims do it anyway. I've seen this quite often too. Number 3. In addition, scammers often simply ask for money in a cryptocurrency, and then it is basically difficult to prove anything. In total, in all 3 cases, you will not be able to get your money back. What to do then? How to find an original supplier? We can help with this. Our company is engaged in checking counterparties in Russia. We can check the supplier you have found according to 10 parameters. Documents for forgery, the company's website and its financial statements. Also director, bankruptcy proceedings, whether the company is a fly-by-night business or a shell, and others. If your potential contractor turns out to be a fraudster, we will find a reliable supplier and arrange a face-to-face meeting with him. If you decide to do it yourself, then you need to adhere to the general rules. First, be sure to meet at least via video conference with the future contractor. Second, ask for their internal passport. 3. Don't pay money without a signed and verified contract, and also sign the contract only in person. Hope this video was useful. Subscribe to the channel. Good luck in your business. Bye.